Welcome back, everyone, to another Friday live stream. Today, we have a one-on-one convoy with JC Drives, who recently got second place. Let me look at my notes here real quick. In Euro Truck last month in August, second place. However, he also had an outstanding thing from the previous month, I think, or the month before, and I overlooked it. So he is actually, even though he's second place, he is got a convoy, and then he's actually going to get a custom truck skin for him in American Truck Simulator. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. First, let me introduce JC. JC.
Good evening, everyone.
Man of many words. Okay, and that's fine.
Always.
That gives me a chance to talk more. So we actually, he just told me just a few minutes ago that he just came up with an idea that he wants for his truck skin. So do you care to share that now, or do you want me to do it via message? Well, we still need to do it via messaging because I've got to post the information for Nicholas, but Nicholas is in the audience right now. If you want to just kind of mention what kind of truck and what you had in mind.
Well, I haven't decided which truck yet, but the idea is I've been on and off doing some sim racing and I'll create my own skins. And one of my favourites is a McLaren in colours from a 1990s Le Mans race. I'm going to copy those colours onto a truck, but without the sponsorship.
Okay.
That's it.
I think we can probably accommodate that. Wouldn't be the first driving race car driving theme that we put onto one of our trucks. So, okay. Well, we'll follow up with that. Let me get back to welcoming everyone who's here early and on time. John Whitehall has upgraded, and I don't know if I knew that was Trucker John or not, but now that I know that it's you, I have given you the reefer hauler role in the Discord, so you'll have access to certain other areas of the Discord, specifically the VIP area. Phantom 67 is here. Matt Wolter is here. Wim 55 is here. Lobo is here. Howdy, Boomer Chat. Lowrider is here. Greg Ulray is here. Trucker Kitty is here, of course. David Long, aka Shorty, is here. Nicholas is here. Pooping on the live chat. Nightbot is here, so watch your P's and Q's, turn off that caps lock key, and don't spit out too many emojis or Nightbot will get you. Douglas Williams is here. I kept wanting to say Willie. What's up, Willie? I'm glad you made it. See that you're, well, several of you are getting a lot of runs done in the All States Challenge for American Truck Simulator. All right, I'm going to do some shout outs for flatbedders. And then I'll talk about where we are, where we're going, what's up with all that. So Isabella Hagloff, Rob Strecker, aka Lurch, is not in the Discord with us today. He's doing the dad taxi thing. Bedrock, our top HES driver for February 2023, Bill Welburn. Nicholas Triple XN, Susan Arthur, our top Euro truck driver for August 2025. Captain Minnesota. Actually, Trucker John is our top ATS driver for August. I'll have to update that on my shoutouts thing. Matthew Roth, reefer hauler for 31 months. That's amazing. Trucker Kitty, Norwegian Trucker Nicholas. Speaking of Nicholas, flatbedder for 35 months. Adam is here. Big Al 2424, our top ATS driver for March 2025, and our top ATS driver for all of 2023. Asimified, Johnny Hansen, Lobo 1G, our top Euro truck driver for July 2025. Pugwash, our top Euro truck driver for April 2024. Phantom 6767, our top Euro truck driver for October 2024. Casey is here, gifting memberships. Omega Trucking, aka Casey, has gifted 5 memberships. Lucky recipients are Wiz Nation, Wheelie Awesome 100, Semper Bufo, Stiggy Stigs 122, and Chris Ellis. Congratulations to the lucky recipients, and thank you to Omega Trucking. Ken Beard is here also. Casey told me he was going to do that, and I forgot. Wim55, our top HES driver for March 2024. But in my defense, I've slept since then. Drive is here. You have been a busy boy. I saw your picture of your shed. Is that in your backyard? Harlan, Taurus Have Ice Bear, our top Euro truck driver for August 2023. FTG Mike B, David Long, aka Shorty, our top Euro truck driver for September 2024. He's back in the running now that he's got a new computer, so he is busy at it. Okay, so let me hop back into the game here, and let's show off JC's truck. His current skin is actually the same truck skin as before. Let me go back into photo mode where I can control light. Yeah, if you look at the thumbnail for the live stream, his truck is a different color, but it's the same scheme. And now he's got a trailer that he won previously to show off. But this will be the first time that it's been in a live stream. So we did a trailer skin to match the truck. So basically, we're nothing unusual on the backside. But the sides and the front. So on the front, he's got his JC Drives logo and the crossed checkered flags, and then he's got the single checkered flag waving, and this area here that matches the color that he's got going on. Wim 55 flatbedder for 24 months. You want to talk and say anything about your skin design that you got going on here?
Well, I always like to keep ones like this simple, but I was just thinking, how can I put something on the side without losing the original Boomer Trucknado transport stuff? So I thought, what if something was torn off?
Yeah. No, it
And
turned out
that's
good.
just popped into my head. And then once it was done, I was given the option of, you might remember putting a message out about having variable color on the rest of it.
Yep.
Which I jumped at the chance, and then I was able to change it all to green. It did go red first, but then I went green, and there it is.
I like this color.
I love it.
Yeah. As I was mentioning before the stream started, it's kind of an OD green. It takes me back to my Army days. So, where everything was OD green. Let's see. Is it British Racing Green? MS?
I was aiming for something like forest green, but then I added some black, so I think it's come closer to British Racing Green.
Okay. Matthew Roth is here. Welcome. Okay, so let's get started. Let me tell you where we are and where we're going. We are in Naples, Italy. We have a load of IBC containers within our dry freighters, and we are taking this over here to Catania, out here on, what is it, Syracuse Island, or what is that called?
Sicily.
Sicily. Yeah, I used to be better at this geography stuff than I am now. Get old and I forget things. Okay, so we have a distance of driving distance plus a little bit of a ferry hop of what is that? 500. Can't even see. Didn't tell me.
I've
For
got
some reason.
591.
Okay, we'll go with that. Yes, that's what I've got now. So that includes a little bit of a ferry hop. So it's the actual drive is a little less than that. All right. Well, whenever you're ready, go ahead and roll out. We'll get on down the road. Yeah, when Willie says he's been to Naples many times, he's not talking about in the game. He's going back to his Navy days.
Exiting right.
Well, Willie, whenever you get your one-on-one convoy or get involved in a live stream or some way, I hope you'll share some of your Naples stories, the clean ones. Mikey Doucette is here. Welcome to the stream.
Right. I'm going second from left gate.
Okay. Wiz Nation is here. Wiz, did you get an email from YouTube let you know that you got a gifted membership? I noticed that your flatbedder had expired when I was updating, and okay. So it's just kind of good timing that you got picked for a gifted one. So JC tells me that he's got is it a new job or a change in your current job?
It's not a new job. I've been in it about 2 years now.
Okay.
It's just been a bit of an interesting week. I work as a storage controller for Unipart Logistics on the Jaguar Land Rover aftermarket parts contract. It's a very big warehouse for anyone in the UK that knows, Mercia Park. There were 16 separate warehouses for JLR aftermarket that they moved all into one warehouse, and I started there when they opened it. So we had rather a number of teething issues on transferring all the stock. If anyone saw on the news about Jaguar Land Rover struggling to get parts, that was why. It's where I work.
Chaos.
And it was chaos. It was like, at one point we were hearing about 50 to 100,000 cars waiting for parts. What are you doing? Yeah. It basically, the transition from 16 warehouses to one didn't go as smooth as they originally planned. But it got caught up, I think. So now it's one of the one I work in is one of the biggest warehouses in the country. But there's actually, on they call it a campus, but there's 6 warehouses. We use the 2 biggest ones. And I do storage control, which is moving stock around to make space, which for the last couple of years has been very, very important and very busy to try and get all the stuff in. And there's only a small team, and we've got to cover 3 warehouses, so that's fun. It's mostly, for me, mostly system work, but I do jump on a forklift every now and then, reach truck. And it's a very tall racking inside the warehouse, so it's the first time I'd been on a reach truck that high, and it was very scary. And I hadn't driven a reach truck for about 7 years at the time, so...
What is it called?
A reach truck.
Oh, it sounded like you said race truck.
Yeah, reach, because it reaches really high.
Okay.
If you get a chance to Google it, just Google reach truck. You'll see a picture of one. The one we use, the masts where the forks go up and down, the big bit that sticks up. It's a triple mast and it goes up to 13 meters. So I'm lifting pallets up to a ton, up to 13 meters. And I can't see that far anymore, so it's good that they've got cameras. But the reason I was going to bring it up is this week has been a bit interesting. I work permanent nights, and I've been off all this week because last weekend JLR were hit by a cyber attack. I don't know a lot of the details about that, and I don't think I'd go into too much detail if I did. But they had to shut all the systems down, and they're not back up yet. And so I would have been starting Monday night, and it started off getting a message saying there's no systems, there's no work for you to do, do you want to have the nights off? And okay, yeah, I'll take the night off. And then it's been the same all week, but I've had to keep myself on a night shift schedule just in case. So I've been off all week in the UK, and I've been posting jobs at 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning on the ATS. So it's just been a weird week. I can't do anything because I could be back at work. I don't know when. So at the moment they're saying, JLR people are saying they should stay off until at least Tuesday. So
what a nightmare.
Very much so. Got a lot of people at work just doing hygiene. And there's a lot of people working there, so it's a very big build to cover just for hygiene. So
well,
there you go. There's my story for this week.
Yeah, let me interject one thing here. Drive says that he is delivered to JLR in the Midlands when he was driving back in the day.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
There were a few warehouses in the Midlands, especially there's a couple even in Tamworth where I live. There's a couple close by. I mean, where I work, I'm only 10 minutes away from it by car. But yeah, very big place.
So whereabouts in the UK do you live?
I live just northeast of Birmingham.
Okay.
Staffordshire. Town is called Tamworth, and where I work is 10 minutes north of Tamworth on the M42. The place is called Measham, but it's near to a town called Burton-on-Trent. So anyone in the UK will know where that is now. Well,
yeah. Thomas Berger is here. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, that Jaguar Land Rover has been in the news a bit this year, and I guess maybe and maybe that had nothing to do with this particular incident, but it does tend to make you a target of people with an agenda. Yes. And of course, any big company is a target of hackers. But I guess they don't think about, or maybe don't even care, that their activities, shutting down a company like that, affects a lot of frontline people. If you can't work, you're not going to get paid, presumably.
Well, that's what I've had to do this week. I've took 2 days of paid time off and 2 days unpaid. I don't get that money back. So, and for me, it's not a difficult decision. But with others, when, families, mortgages and kids, these days that's a massive hit. And the people aren't thinking about stuff like that.
Yeah. So, Willie says that he just saw a picture of the Reach truck, so I'll be looking for that later. Or Willie, maybe you could just share that somewhere if you're able in the Discord, because I might forget to look for it later. And Nicholas is asking what I heard Jaguar. So Jaguar Land Rover is where JC works in logistics in their warehouse, or a warehouse, and we're talking about the fact that he's talking about how they basically got shut down because of their computer systems got hacked, if I got that right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Casey, for the super chat. Appreciate that. Is delivering in Callisburg, Texas. That must be real life delivering, because I know that's not in the game. Plus, I don't even know where that is. Glad to hear it, Wiz. And PozTech says, hi, Boomer and JC Drives. Welcome to the stream, Poz.
Hello.
Everybody is working on the All States Challenge. We are way up in the placement on TrucksBook. Last I looked, we were in 11th place, so we are way up there. And let's see, I think it was Vigner posted sometime overnight, my time, that we got up to 10th place, which is incredible. But by the time I saw that, we were already back into 11th. So that there's a company from Turkey that is just going gangbusters like they do every month. So that's who we're behind. Nicholas says, oh, cool job. I own a Jaguar XE with a 2-liter diesel engine. Maybe you built a car.
No, I'm not involved in production.
He's in logistics.
If your car breaks down, be patient about getting the parts.
They're working on it. John, maybe you could join us today. It is Farming Friday. Or Friday Farming, whatever. Nicholas says, maybe you sent car to my country.
No. Parts only, aftermarket parts. When you take a car to a garage and the garage has to order parts, they get them from us.
So, there you go. Adam says he's still filling in the road, the Iowa map section by section. Yeah, I should focus on that more myself. Okay, John. Yeah, no special DLCs or anything on our server maps. But hey, let's Let's enjoy the view here in Italy, southern Italy, I guess is where we are. We might even distract Wiz for a while so he doesn't catch you. He likes to farm too. Willie is gifted 5 memberships. Lucky recipients are Sick of It All, Luke Rossi, Walter D, Ibu Bibbin, Peter Evans. Congratulations to the lucky recipients and thank you to Willie. Nicholas says maybe you sent aftermarket parts to my buddy Alexander. He works at Jaguar Sanven AS in Bergen. He often deals with companies for getting parts for their cars.
Very good chance then, yes.
I'm kind of a fan of the logistics thing. Since I first got into trucking and got exposed to a lot of the logistics stuff, I already had an interest in it before, but not like I gained, when I got into trucking, because I got exposed to all the different aspects, or at least from the trucking side. I would pick up stuff. That's a generic term. It could just as easily be widgets, except that sometimes it's food stuff, so I just say stuff. That you take from one place in the production chain to another. And I have found that fascinating. There's a whole art and science to that people specialize in the logistics industry, side of things. Adam says he just calls it a Jag. Well, a lot of people in the U.S. do call it that. And Nicholas says, I just call it Jag Uren. I hope I got that right.
Jag Uren?
I feel like I've never been this way before. I don't remember that bridge or this tunnel.
Well, it may have been a while for me though, so that's why I mentioned these islands.
Yeah. Well, I think this road is actually colored in for me, going this direction, but not the other. I guess I have been this way and just don't remember.
Left-hand lane. Down to 70.
Man, if you're not careful, you get forced into that.
You do.
Travel plaza.
To right.
Says that it's Norwegian for the Jaguar. In the U.S., we either call it the Jag or Jaguar. I know we don't pronounce it correctly. Jaguar. So the second part of the word sounds more like wire. I guess not everybody in the U.S. pronounces it that way, but some of us do. Ignorance, I'm sure. In fact, the first time I remember hearing somebody pronouncing it Jaguar, I was confused. All right, we are coming down to the ferry. I know why this doesn't look very familiar, because I'm not used to coming here in ProMods.
Huh? In right. And straight. I'm so not used to having such a low amount of traffic.
You have yours dialed up?
I think it's just on, like, standard on 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got it dialed down. We've got it turned down a little bit on the server, although I think we were each bringing 5 AI vehicles. We've been discussing making an adjustment to that. But, you know, we
could have a bit of fine tuning, but it's more about having it available for loads of people to be in. It's just sitting ready then, and you won't have problems.
Nicholas says you're missing BTT mud flaps on your trailer.
Oh no! Damn. Find a garage. Quick.
Yeah, I just looked. I have mine.
It's a travesty.
Yeah.
I shall fix it at my earliest opportunity. Ah. Where's the badge? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Come on. I can't see the sign, so I'm having to go slow, see if I can pick it up. There it is. Messina.
Take this opportunity to do a few shout outs. JJ Man 1982, Thor Rasmussen, our top Euro truck driver for January 2025 and our top Euro truck driver for all of 2023. Yeah, Drive says we should start the stream over with mud flaps.
Absolutely. Wait, no.
Omega Trucking, our top ATS driver for January 2024. Nick, David H74. RD04 Dave, our top ATS driver for March 2023. Broken. Douglas Williams, JC Drives, our top Euro truck driver for March 2025. And there he is in front of me. Thomas Berger, Doom 3. I got a red back here.
I've got a red on the next one anyway. So.
Matthew Roth, Lee Jenkins, Lee01 Mister, Tazzy 291, Jennifer Roth, Pancake Man, Ken Beard, Bruce A, Grumpy Gruntpaw Gaming, Ken Maselman, VXN, Day and B Travels, Marcus Randolph, ooh, a light train. Oh, I got red.
And I've got another one. We're getting them all.
All right. Talk about it.
I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna have to pop in and sleep. For some reason, I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah.
So I'll pull in at the next place, and then you can do some shout outs there as well if you want.
Yeah, I need to get one too. Ravendron Supermaniam. Oh. Yeah, I got a red light violation. I didn't see the I didn't see the light until it was already turning yellow.
Yeah. They're a bit picky sometimes, those ones, aren't they?
Yeah. No, I mean I just didn't see it. I didn't even see it when it was green. And I just passed you.
Yep.
Is this a hotel or something up here on the right?
That's what I was aiming for. I was about to say, did you need fuel, but we'd gone past that one anyway.
No, I don't need fuel anyway. And I'll flash the clock too when we get our coffees. Jeez. A little dark in here. Okay. As soon as you stop, I'm going to flash the time or give you a second to shut down and go into coffee mode.
Done.
Here we go.
Well,
daylight.
That caught me.
All right. Wise Mind Facts. EMAC06. You can go ahead and roll out when you're ready. Olivia Brown. Japsai 0585. Mystical World. Rutobs 666. Jeff Ward. Dan Brewster. Grim Reaper. Red Tiger. Daza T Arab. JBM Gaming and Auto Dips. guess I should say welcome to Sicily. Didn't realize the speed limit was 40. That's kind of slow.
It is.
Now it's 80.
Left-hand lane. I kept on speeding, John.
Drive has a question for you, JC. How did... Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on. I gotta dodge this car. And... Oh, you want to play games? The white one, yeah. First he brake checks me, then I move over to the left to get around him, and he moves over to the left and speeds up.
Yeah, and now he's flying.
Yeah. And looks like we got a little red one behind you doing this similar thing. Yep. I need Willie to get in here to knock him out the box. Give me a second drive. I need to pay attention to this little red car. He's got a question for you, but I couldn't read it yet.
Toll gate, left-hand lane again.
Let's see. How did you get into ATS and Eurotruck? And how did you find your Discord server? It seemed you meant our Discord server, the one that we're on. How did you get into the two different SCS truck driving games? And then how did you discover our community?
Well, if you go back a little bit, it used to be, I started with sim racing, and then I was watching sim racing videos to find a few tips and tricks and, you know, different games, yada yada. And then one day, well, a couple of times, real truck driving videos popped up on my stream. I can't remember the name of the guy, but you might remember, because he always ended his videos on deuces. Way back this one was, so you never know. From then I found Trucker Josh, and I've watched so many Trucker Josh videos, mate.
Oh yeah.
I know you. That's how Trucker Josh.
He's Trucker Josh is one of the real life truckers that I watched when I was still driving.
So I should actually interject. I did actually play ETS 1 on a laptop using the keyboard years ago, and I quite enjoyed it, but I didn't go back to it. So after I got Trucker Josh videos popping up, I then got Squirrel videos popping up. You know him?
Yes.
He does sim trucking and that. And then from Squirrel, I started looking up the game, And at the same time, because it was COVID, I bought a PC with the steering, with a better wheel. I thought, well, I've got this now. I'm going to try one of these trucking games, a new version. And I bought ETS 2. And it was basically love at first sight. Especially because of the timing. I think I mentioned this on the stream before. Because we were in the middle of COVID as well, exiting right, it was a very beneficial thing because I had an awful lot of other stuff going on at the time. And when it comes to truck sims, it's the most relaxing pastime I've ever had. I do. I can just do miles and I just chill out, and it's just cool.
I was just gonna say,
and I love exploring
it's pretty chill.
as well.
Yeah.
I've always loved exploring game maps, so a big part of this is exploring. And then I went ATS, and then because I was watching Squirrel, etc., etc., one day yours popped up.
Okay.
Because of course it was going to do. I started watching some of yours, and then I spotted your talking about the server and Boomer's Trucknado transport, and I wanted to do some convoying. I've done the multiplayer one, and that's just ridiculously stupid, so I didn't want to do that.
Oh, Truckers MP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can remember being on there once, and I got told off loudly by some girl because I stopped at a junction and indicated. And she was telling me off because there's no traffic, so why did you stop? Well, you know, it's a simulator.
Right. And you were simulating truck driving?
Yes. So don't tell me off for doing it properly. Go away. And I left. And then I started joined your Discord, and there we go. Oh look, competitions and people to chat to and stuff. And then I didn't do many convoys because I don't.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen you in one of the Discord convoys.
On the I keep saying I'm going to do the Sunday night one, but I live in a first floor flat, and if I do that, it's at like 11 o'clock at night or something like that. And if I'm talking, the person in the flat below me is going to start banging on the ceiling, and so, oh, I don't want that hassle, so I don't. But if there were any earlier daytime ones, I might be able to do it, but then that would be from someone on the other side of the world probably. Oh, I'm swinging it round.
Yep.
Hopefully I don't hit anything. Oh, that's not quite.
Oh look, could have gone all the way around.
Oh, I always forget that. Typical.
Yeah, same here.
Anyway, there we go. Oh, I've also just passed 320,000 kilometers on this truck.
Wow.
Not quite on the same as some others who've gone. Who's done 500,000 kilometers on one truck?
I think Thor's done 1 million on his.
Thor, yeah.
Yeah, you're when you were describing your situation there, I kind of got thrown a little bit when you said you lived on the first floor and you're worried about the people below you. That threw me because in the US the first floor is the ground level. There's no one below you unless they're in a basement. Yeah. So yeah, okay, yeah. I'm with you now though. Another one of those differences.
Basement dwellers. Ooh.
Yeah. That's probably who that girl was, basement dweller. Shorty says, nice looking skin, JC.
It is. I love it. As soon as Nicholas put the pictures up, I mean, I know I did like the design and sent it to Nicholas, but as soon as he put it up and I saw it on the truck, I was like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
So, let me catch up on chat here. John says 45 more minutes till I get done work. Fire up the K100. Hey, don't forget, John, I did see your picture that you posted in the Discord. Don't forget, you can, if you don't like the blue, you can change the blue area to any other color that you like. Whereas if you like the blue, you can leave it that way. And Taz is here. Just like Nightbot says, if you want to know which mods I'm running, they're in the description below, and I actually did just update that yesterday to make sure it was current, because I have made a few changes and forgot to update. All right, here we go. Excellent. Okay, John. Yeah, I like the blue too, actually. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that you're not tied to that. You working on a new one?
Yes.
Okay.
There are some floor tiles going to Sassari, 421 kilometers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nicholas says, by the way, Roadcraft is 20% off on Steam. He just picked it up. For anybody who's interested in that. Edmund Bouchard, Silent Cartographer, Truck Dog Gaming, John Whitesall, Greg Ito FM. Back at the cat. Oh, where are we going? Is this another cargo market load?
Yes, cargo market.
All right. And I guess
There was
I
one
could
in
just
freight market, but it was used packaging, and I didn't want to do that to you.
Thank you. Where are we picking this up at?
UOP?
UOP.
Just around the corner.
Ah, just around the corner. Yay. Ooh, sorry. Oh, you're turning anyway. Door floor tiles. Oh, we're going out to where is that? Sorry. Corsica? What that is?
Is it Sardinia? There's the
Sardinia.
top one. Do you know when I said this, I put it on chat to say we could go here and then here. I had to look it up as well, but don't feel too bad.
I used to know all this stuff. Of course, I noticed you, Taz. Well, I guess not, of course, but yeah, I did. David Bohannon, Tim, because one Tim is not enough. Last night, midnight. No, one last midnight. Wow.
Forgot where the gate was for a moment.
Brenzia. JRA. What do we got here? 20 tons of outdoor floor tiles. JRA, did I already say that? Circus 34, Assassin's King 33, and Amanda Diaz 2003. All right. So we are off like a herd of turtles. Have a look at that map before I get too far along. We're going to drive up to the tip, or near the tip, up to Palermo. Catch the ferry over to Cagliari. Yeah, I did change my blue on Nicholas because he asked me what color blue do I use, which is now the default truck color. And yeah, I did change my blue just to give it a little more contrast, but I still like that dark blue. Which is the color of this truck. That blue. Talking earlier about the server configuration, the fact that we've got, I'm pretty sure we've got 5 AI vehicles per driver on the server, but it's a max of 50. And the reason we lowered it is because when you have AI, a lot of AI, and you can easily get tangled up with one of the AI cars that spawns in for another driver. And if they've got a low or a high latency number, in other words, a lot of lag, that can lead to all kinds of craziness. So we've been trying to find a balance. Just trying to avoid more Trucknados. I guess Wiz is back. I assume, Wiz, that you mean your 20th place in ATS? Awesome. Hope you're feeling better too. We have enough time to get to the ferry. We've got 5 hours on my clock, 5.5.
5 hours 40.
How much?
I've got 5 hours 40.
Okay, so about the same.
Should be.
Well, if we can make it to the ferry landing, we might get enough time back on our clocks. Thomas, I do not stream on Twitch. I do have a Twitch account, and which may or may not be in the description below. But I just haven't made the switch to Twitch. Haven't felt inclined. And yeah, I know what you mean when you make it full screen, you can't see the live chat. By the way, I think, and I don't know if it works in live mode or not, but I was recently informed, and maybe I have to go look at the settings, but auto dubbing is enabled now. So you might be able to get auto dubbing in German in real time. I don't know yet. I would love to hear if you can, if it's auto dubbed for you in live. Yeah, what John says, you could try theater mode, that helps. JC, how long have you been in this at Jaguar Land Rover, JRL, JLR?
2 years and 2 months.
Okay. And has all of that been in the current position that you're doing?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I started there in this role. Well, the admin side of things, the system side of things, came on afterwards. I don't know if anyone remembers, about 18 months ago I broke my wrist. I had a fall at work and I snapped my wrist. At that point I hadn't had the forklift training, so all that sort of stuff was put back for a while, and what they said was what we actually want is the manager on nights, he needs someone to help with the admin side of things and to start an hour earlier to have stuff ready. I said, okay, I'll do that. And I've been doing it since. Eventually we did go get the forklift training sorted out as backup. Like I'm a backup driver, if that makes sense. Because we only get allowed so many trucks a night, so if the full team's there, I'm not going to get a truck. But say, for example, the last week, there had people on holiday, not last week, the week before. So for some of the shift, I've been jumping on a forklift, but I've also been doing some of the system work. When I say system work, it's finding what pallets we can move to make space and creating the system tasks for them, for everybody to scan the pallets and move stuff. So I do a lot of that.
I vaguely recall you talking about your wrist last year.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten. Of course, you know, it's not my reality, so I didn't think about it.
No, I did a pretty good job. I've got titanium plate and screws in my wrist now.
Ooh.
Yeah. Lovely picture of the scar after I had the dressing off, because, you know, why not?
Yep.
Showed that around, of course. Still got a scar now, it's nice and it's fading away. I'm having absolutely no trouble with the wrist at all. It's 100%.
Wow.
I did have trouble with my elbow for a while afterwards, which ended up, once I'd looked things up, is actually a common thing because of the compensation. So, like a combination of tennis elbow and tendonitis. So at one point I could barely move my elbow for a few weeks, which is very weird. 40 under the tunnel. Speed catches you out. "52 years old at the time, it was the first bone I'd ever broken. I managed to do it at work.
Yeah, my dad did something similar at his work and wound up getting a metal plate in his wrist or hand. I think the whole thing was fused. Got it. He was worked for a seed company, so they supported the local farming community for various things. And I don't remember exactly what he told me, but my recollection is that he got his hand caught in an auger.
Ooh.
And that messed up his hand pretty good. So, yeah, farming is dangerous.
Yes.
I mean, my cousins, they all worked on a farm, or, you know, my one group of cousins, and they were always getting messed up. One cousin managed to drive over himself with a big tractor because he hopped out without setting the brake and it rolled over on him. And his brother managed to broke his leg, but his brother managed to break his arm. I don't remember how he did that, but I'm sure it was farm related. Yeah, farming is dangerous. I'm pretty sure my uncle saved me from being stomped by a bull, because I was too ignorant to realize the danger. I thought it would be neat to walk up to the bull, and now the bull was in a pen.
Red light.
And I just walked up and I was scratching its head. My uncle told me to get away from there. He will push right through that pen wall and stomp you into the ground. And it never occurred to me that might be a thing. Of course, in retrospect, I'm sure he was absolutely correct. Prior to that, my experience around the cows was with the cows, and they were pretty chill. by comparison. Drive says farming is dangerous. Arguing with your wife is worse. Yeah. I'm glad we came this way. I haven't been here in a long time.
Yeah, it's nice. I did think about mentioning Greece when you were asking about where to go, because Greece map is lovely.
Yeah.
But then I thought, well, what happens if we end up getting a job going to one of those hotel parking spots and I'm there for 3 hours trying to reverse it? So, no. And then Boomer will do this quick 180 and reverse it in and say, John, what are you waiting for? Let me just drive forward for the 17th time. Try again. Felt like that with one of them once. And we have a ferry.
Looks like we got pretty much the whole clock back.
Yeah, plenty.
just pull up even so I know we can both get through the light.
It's a strategy.
Yep. Well, when you get into a convoy and a lot of people are in there with you, it helps to do that. Or you wind up getting all strung out.
Of course, now you've got to wait for the coach.
Yeah. Speaking of coaches, SCS has a new blog article out today about bus stops associated with the coach DLC coming out. Had to do with the development of the bus stops and terminals and such. I didn't go into too much detail. I was kind of in a hurry to get ready for this. $50?
Yeah, we're turning right.
Well, I was thinking that maybe we could, for Sundays, possibly even Saturdays, maybe we could schedule some earlier convoy sessions to accommodate folks in Europe. We could still hold the regular Sunday convoy session. Maybe there could be an earlier one to go along with that. A lot of the people that show up for those are in Europe. In fact, the UK. Yeah. Fandom, Pugwash, Drive, yourself, and a few others. I'll talk to Pugwash. Is Pugwash in the audience? I don't remember seeing him. I can't think of any reason why we couldn't, have convoys at an earlier time that works for folks in Europe.
Oh, I'd be up for it. Either that, I'm going to get one of those microphones with a built-in mask. I saw them once.
A what?
It's a microphone with a built-in mask. I saw it on a YouTube video once. I don't know if it's really for sale, but you have this mask and the microphone's inside, so no one can hear what you're talking about.
Oh, that sounds uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yeah, look at the scenery.
Yeah.
Lurch is here in the audience. Welcome to the stream, Lurch. Yeah, we're on the tail end of our second run here. Okay, drive. Thanks. That corner was a little stiff.
Yes, it was. Dropping down to 40. And back up.
Show 30 kilometers remaining. And I got another AI car messing me up here.
Yes. Exiting right ahead. Forty on the slip road or off ramp.
Yeah, Willie, the thought crossed my mind. I try not to do that on purpose. If I'd have cut over any sooner, I would have hit him, or at least made him hit his brakes. Welcome to Sassari. Yeah, I saw your trailer getting the leans there.
Yes. I want to give that AI car a bit of room, and then they stop anyway, which is dumb. Here we are. Oh, where's that gonna be? This may be a mistake. I'm gonna go this way round.
Yeah, that's the way I'm gonna go.
No, I think it'll be alright. Oh, that's not a lot of space.
We got a sleep trigger right across the street. Not that we need it, but it's there. I'm a couple spots over from you, so I'm going to go ahead and do my setup.
Okay.
Oh, nice. And there's a lot of this island I don't have yet, which is just amazing. I think I've been on the road we took to get out here. I think I've been on that many times, but nothing on the rest of the island, it seems like. These are nice big areas. This is the third one we've been in today.
Yes,
This layout.
Nice and easy to negotiate then. Oh.
All right. Oh, I didn't get a sleep trigger. Well, I don't need it. Really. Yep. That should do. Oh, you just disappeared. Oh, there you are. That was weird. Did you
I went to the job market for a minute.
huh?
Just out of curiosity.
Just disappeared. That was weird. It was like you had been
Weird.
disconnected from the server.
I'm actually quite pleased that I haven't been disconnected from the server. Been very reliable on me for tonight, which is good.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. I don't need to look at the jobs. We'll just wrap things up here. Thanks, Shorty. Absolutely. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Drive says, thank you for the stream, Boomer and JC. Great scenery. Yes, it was. Tomorrow's live stream will be starting at the same time as this one. And that will be in ATS, and I'll be doing a load for the All States Challenge. That is moving along quite well. So we're getting a lot of work done on that. Actually, it's going by really quick. These guys are keeping me hopping with recording all these jobs. So in the spreadsheet. So even when I get up in the middle of the night for no good reason, and I get on the computer and I look, I'm like, oh, there's 8 more. So thank you, Nicholas. He says, nice driving for both of you. It was uneventful. Yes. Nice and relaxing drive with great scenery. And thanks for sharing your information about your current job or what's going on there, even though it's bad. It's still interesting. Thank you, Lowrider. And well, that's going to do it for us. Remember, if you haven't already, hit the like button. And if you're watching this at a later time, or even now for that matter, and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on notifications for more streams and videos or other content. So that's going to do it for us. JC, do you want to have any parting words?
Yep. Thanks for watching. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll see you on another one soon. All of you, any of you, somewhere.
Okay, awesome. Do that now. Oh, and Lurch, when I read your comment like that, I hear it in his voice. Lawrence. Yeah, for those of you, if you're not familiar with that other channel that he took that from, that's Lost in the Pond. That's a channel from a guy from England who moved to the United States several years ago, and so he does a lot of comparisons and differences and things. So it's really quite interesting. Thank you, Thomas. Thanks for being here, everyone. And we are going to wrap it up here. Let me get to this page. There we go. Yeah, we got a lot of likes. Good deal. Thanks, Taz. Some of you guys will see in a little bit. Yeah. And again, I hear that in his voice. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.